Hi, I'm the old-timey movie reviewer, and today's movie is Blake of Scotland Yard. The movie starts off in Africa as a woman gets out of a rowboat and then enters a room and goes to a desk where she then uses the most awkward intercom ever. Leslie, you gotta see the intercom in this whole movie. It's crazy!
Really? You'll have to tell me more about it later.
The lady then leaves the room to pass on the message. She meets up with a man pretending to be an old lady and passes the message on to him. He in turn takes the message to a newspaper man and then continues to pass on the message as the newspaper man does the same. Ah, the days before email. So with the message passed out, our band of crooks meets up at the specified location, all in the same car. I thought the reason of handing out messages like that was so they were never seen together. I must be wrong. And now we see inside the location as a meeting of important men takes place.
Gentlemen, the League of Nations has arranged this meeting for the purpose of demonstrating an invention which, Sir James Blake assures us, will end all wars.
Oh, cool! An invention that will end all wars? I like that. I myself wish we could end all wars and live in peace. What could the invention be that will bring about world peace? Self-contained cities where machines grow all the food and do all the work, freeing up people to do more artistic things?
To assist in this demonstration, the Admiralty has placed at Sir James' disposal an obsolete battleship.
Why do they need a battleship? Is it for spare parts? The butler sneaks out of the meeting and goes down a hall and lets the crooks in, who then watch the meeting through a hole in the wall. A very large hole in the wall? Holy cow! Do these spies understand the concept of hiding? And how is no one noticing that huge hole in the wall? It's huger than the holes in my wall. Oh, yeah, I changed rooms. Blake and his two helpers then get ready to start the experiment. Ooh, this is so exciting. An invention to end all wars. Oh, this is going to be great. I wonder what it is.
Gentlemen, if you will watch this visual glass, you may observe the operation. The instrument first sends out a magnetic beam directed by a series of elevators. Under certain conditions, this beam becomes visual. The magnetic beam stops the progress of the target, as you will observe. Then within 10 seconds, the explosion follows.
Wait, what the hell? The invention to end all wars is a weapon? The answer to world peace? A bigger weapon? A frickin' missile that can be aimed at a distance? So, we have world peace? Has there not been a war in the last 70 or so years? Because nothing says peace like a mushroom cloud. They congratulate Blake and his helpers on their invention and talk of how it has made things obsolete.
This makes navies passé.
Standing armies will be a thing of the past.
Ammunition stocks will drop to nothing.
And even the spies get in on it.
That little machine will do away with our organization.
Do they even understand war? I'm all for everyone giving up and going for peace, but really, how would the spies be obsolete? Spies could still find out where countries have their machines hidden and steal them. Heck, that's what this movie's about. This movie defeats its own logic. So the others leave and Blake is left alone with a kid of unknown origins.
We'll show him we can dish it out, eh?
Dish it out.
He then gives the kid what for using slang. Crazy kid from the 30s, using slang and all. Say what? Yo, you be trippin', fool. The spies start to talk to each other and are overheard by Blake. Yeah, maybe the spies should give up being spies. Apparently they're really bad at it. Anyway, Blake overhears the spies and leaps into action and... oh wait, never mind. He just wanders off as the scene changes. The movie continues in France in a cafe where the devil gets a teletype telling him what we just saw in the movie. And if this had been the beginning of the movie, I could have had those 12 minutes of my life back. He then sends a text, and I mean that loosely, to a masked man known as the Scorpion, who hides his face from the audience. Dude, you don't have to do that. We won't tell them who you are. We couldn't. You're in a movie and we're not. Your secret's safe with us. The hunchback here then tells his crew to steal the invention tonight, and they do so, with the help of Blake's butler. Blake, onto their plan, still isn't prepared for them and is easily caught and the invention taken. The Scorpion makes an appearance and takes the invention and leaves, not killing any of them. Wow, for an evil spy ring leader, he sure is against killing. So Blake then plans to retrieve the device with his helpers, but decides to leave the kid home alone with the evil butler. He's a loving and caring caregiver. So on to Paris the movie goes, and boy does it go. At the 21-minute mark, the movie devolves into dancing, people dressing up in disguises, people spying on spies, spies spying on people spying on spies, spying on people walking around, fighting, hiding, using hidden passages, people dressing up as others, visiting the Ninja Turtles, people using devices that wouldn't actually work, surprise attacks, surprising surprise attacks, more fighting, wrestling, and I don't know why people make fun of movies today for being non-stop brain-dead action and say that older movies are better. Lots of old movies are full of non-stop brain-dead action. It's just that they're also really lame and boring. So on and on the movie goes, and boy does this movie go on. With lots of scenes and little talk, the last 50 minutes of this movie seem like a graphic depiction of eternity. Gee, is this movie a giant ad for this book? How to stretch out a movie by having lots of people walking around? Because if it is, don't buy the book. It takes 200 pages to just say, add lots of walking around scenes. So eventually the movie ends as the good guys prevail over evil. Oh, and yeah, the Scorpion is...
Dr. Marshall.
Yeah, who cares?
And gentlemen of the League of Nations, in behalf of my young friends and myself, I wish to acknowledge the honor that you have seen fit to bestow upon us, and to express the belief that in accepting the death ray, you have made a long stride toward the preservation of the peace of the world.
And that, class, is why there hasn't been a war since 1937. Wait, what?